If you're like me and you have fine curly hair, then you must understand how important it is to have the right tools and products to avoid flat, lifeless hair. Fine curly hair can be a bit bittersweet, but really no hair type is without its own problems. So I've put together a list of 10 must-have items for fine curly hair to help you achieve volume and make your hair appear thicker even if it's not. And if you'd like to see these items, just keep watching. Hey curl friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rochelle and this is Discocurlstv. If you're new here, welcome. My channel provides tips on how to care for your fine curly hair so that you feel empowered and supported to be the best version of yourself. I post weekly and would love to have you subscribe and join my community here because I do product reviews, curly hair tutorials, DIYs, pregnancy and postpartum hair chat, and much more. So let's start with a list of some of my favorite clarifying shampoos. Clarifying shampoos are a must-have item for fine curly hair because it gets weighed down really easy, and it's important to remove the excess buildup to keep it from looking super weighed down. Typically, a clarifying shampoo has sulfates, but they do make options that don't contain them, and they still do a really good job of cleaning the scalp and the hair without stripping it down. Some of my favorites include Kinky Curly Come Clean, DevaCurl's Buildup Buster, and Bodyworks Peppermint Tea Tree Shampoo. Next on the list is gel. I used to avoid gels, but I've come to realize that they are a necessity now because they will really hold your style for longer periods of time. I typically wash my hair about twice a week, and I really need my curls to hold their definition in between washes. So I find that gels give you the best definition and hold out there, but you can choose between a softer and stronger hold. My personal favorites include DevaCurl Ultra Defining Gel, the Ouidad Advanced Climate Control Heat and Humidity Gel, and Briogeo's Curl Charisma Rice Amino and Quinoa Frizz Control Gel. These ones are really good. Okay, so number 3 on the list are leave-in conditioners. Conditioner in general is just really important for all curl types, but for someone that has really super low density curls, you can skip the heavy conditioners and go straight to a leave-in because they are really lightweight. And for myself, I typically use a conditioner on my ends and then follow up with a leave-in to start my stylers. My advice to you is to just use trial and error to see what works for your curls and your density. I love the Not Your Mother's Naturals Tahitian Gardenia and Mango Butter Detangler. It's got really good slip and my curls always feel really moisturized after I use it. If I do use a cream leave-in, I like the one that DevaCurl has, the Decadence leave-in, and the SheaMoisture 100% virgin coconut oil leave-in treatment as well. Those are some of my favorites. Number 4 to me is the most important category because it includes styling products that volumize and thicken the hair. These include thickening creams, sprays, mousses. These all add body and volume to the hair, and for some of them, like a thickening cream, they can help clump up my curls and give the appearance of thicker hair. My favorite thickening cream is the Hask Biotin Boost Thickening Cream. Aveda also makes a volumizing tonic spray that you can spray on your hair for extra volume, and I really love mousses because it gives the hair overall volume that is lightweight. And lately I've been loving the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk Curl Activating Mousse because it's affordable and my hair dries really quickly. Now moving on to some of my favorite tools. The first is the Q-Redew. I talk about this one all the time because it's definitely a staple in my cabinet. The reason that this one is awesome for fine curls is because it can add volume. When you place the prongs near the scalp and apply a little steam to it, it actually lifts and plumps up your roots. That's just one way to use the Q-Redew, but if you really want to see more ways to use the Q-Redew, you can check out some of my videos in the card in this video or look down in the description box for that video list as well. For number 6 on my list, it's a really good blow dryer and diffuser attachment. I've been using my DevaDryer for a few years and I have never had a problem with it breaking, plus it's really lightweight, has 3 temperature settings, 2 speed settings, and a cool shot button. I find the DevaFuser is where the magic happens though because it's really got a different shape to it that resembles your hand. So it can cradle your curls gently while you dry them. The fingers also slide easily into your roots and dry them quickly. I also like to have a collection of different diffusers though. The DevaFuser is really good for quickly drying my roots, but I also like the OG diffusers like the Conair one you see in this picture. Those really just build up volume quickly. Also, a collapsible diffuser is a great space saver and it's really good for your toiletry bag. Number 7 are Duckbill Clips. These are a necessity for fine curly hair because not only can they be clipped at the roots to build volume during your drying process, but they can also be clipped on your ends to help stretch out any of the shrunken areas. So if you really like to have volume but you also want your hair to look long, I suggest these because you can do both. You can literally clip them at the roots to build up the volume right up to the front, and then on some of your ends down at the bottom it can help stretch them out. Number 8 is an Afro Pick. It's definitely a must-have item for all curly girls, but especially for those of us with fine curls because, let's face it, we have to constantly pick out our hair to keep the volume going. It's not a one and done process. I'm totally someone that has to constantly use it to keep my hair looking full. Number 9 are these mini clips. The really teeny tiny ones can be easily hidden near your roots to keep those flat areas up for a really long period of time. And just to put things into perspective, here is how tiny I like mine. If you're really scalpy, you are not going to want the larger ones because you'll see them peeking through. Last on my list at number 10 are hair fibers and root touch-up kits. These are my secret weapons because not only am I scalpy, but I have traction alopecia, which exaggerates the scalpiness near my temples. So having a really good product like Topic or an eyeshadow or a root touch-up spray or powder, it can really conceal those thinning areas, but also just fill in any areas that you'd like. It's really good for when you wear your hair back into updos or ponytails, or if you're going outside and the wind is just blowing your hair back. Well, that's going to wrap up this video now. I'd love to hear from all of you about your must-have items for fine curly hair down below in the comments. I feel like the comment section, it can be a goldmine of information, so sharing is caring. Please share down below so that you can help somebody else out. If you're new to my fine curly crew, I'd love to have you subscribe and join my community here. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell because I would hate for you not to know when my videos are posted. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.